Welcome to the dumbest smart guy podcast on the planet. This is the Central Unintelligence Podcast.
Yep. Here we are. The resident, expert, amateur historiologists. My name's Josh. I'm here today with good buddy Frank.
Howdy.
And boy, howdy, indeed, do we have a special episode for you. But before we get into what this special episode is about, don't forget that you can go
Fuck yourself.
That too, but while you're fucking yourself, maybe fuck yourself to GameRageMagazine.com, where you can fuck yourself right into some audio fucking pleasure and get to hear the
What's that shit called?
ASMR?
Yeah.
You can. Hey, listen, if people jerked off to our podcast, man, I'd be into it. I'd be cool with that. That's a win. Hell yeah, it is. Go to GameRageMagazine.com. You can hear all the latest and greatest and see our full menu of podcasts. If you're on the fence and you just want to hear a preview of potentially some of the episodes, you can go to Game Rage Magazine on Instagram and TikTok, or at Game Rage Mag on Twitter/X, and you can hear previews for, pretty much most of our episodes. And you can see what we're about and decide if you want to listen. And you can also see all the podcasts that we do. So go check that shit out. Anyways, today is a very special episode. I don't know what the name of it's going to be, but I wrote down in the calendar. It's called the Plane episode, brought to you by Frank's intimate knowledge of flying/shooty things.
It only took me literally the entirety of our company's existence for me to get this episode, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There was some hot resistance from the shareholders.
You?
Unknown why. I don't know why. I mean, I'm in favor of this episode. I've been waiting. I'm very excited for this episode.
You're the one that kept pushing it.
I don't think that's true, actually.
It is 100% true.
I don't think that's true. I'm going to go ahead and take the fifth on that one, and also say that you're wrong, because why not?
Sounds like someone doesn't want the beer bottle up their ass.
Doesn't what?
Sounds like somebody doesn't want the beer bottle up his ass.
But wait, what? You're not going to do that?
Because you're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm being serious. How dare you? Anyways, all right. So Frank, I guess Frank, you can take it away, since this is your you've plotted a whole PowerPoint presentation, and you've done this to the nines. So let's go right ahead, good sir. You go ahead, and I will just commentate.
So now, first off, I would like to say that doing this, I realized this one most likely be a multi-parter.
Oh, a multi-parter.
Yeah.
All right.
So for this one, these are just my absolute planes that I loved and enjoyed reading about.
Okay.
So there's no ranking or anything like that, but I'm right and you're wrong kind of thing.
Yeah, true.
I'm just doing this to, hopefully have an engagement conversation with Josh, see what he thinks about my choice of planes.
All right.
And some interesting facts about each plane.
Interesting. All right. So did you have so you said you kind of plotted this as a multi-part deal. Is there a time frame or a content part that you have an ending for this one?
No, I have no ending plan for this. This is just going as it. It's just me talking. It's just me and my, what does somebody call it? My autistic tick.
Yeah. Your autism. Yeah. Your almonds are activated regarding planes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, anyways. All right. Let's get into it.
All right.
All right, that appears to be so the first image. I'll narrate the.
Well, this is just a blip thing. It's not actual planes or anything.
No, I know, but I just just so people can see what I'm seeing. A blue sky, tons of clouds underneath. This looks like an F-18.
It's not,
but it's close enough. Flying in the air above the clouds. Still nothing is happening. You gotta hit enter? Did you have it in slideshow mode?
Oh.
Yeah, usually is there a button to click the little slideshow thing at the bottom?
It's supposed to work like this, but now there's 300,000 things going on right now.
Jesus, 300,000 things. Well, anyway, that bootleg F-18 looked very fucking appealing. Was that from like a video game or was it just...
No, it's one of the things that comes with PowerPoint.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Is it like a 3D model or it's just that image?
No, you'll see.
Oh, okay. All right.
See if it works now.
Wait, can you just take it off the screen like that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
What the that's not what's on my screen.
Do you have it set up as 2 screens?
No.
Maybe you got to scroll it over.
It was working fine. Why is it now messing up?
Well, it's because we started recording the episode. That's why. You know, that's how it goes. Well, while we're waiting for that to happen, plenty of news has been happening, but that's not going to be what this episode's about. Plenty of interesting things going on. Click the button, the PowerPoint logo.
That's not what's on my screen. Look.
Click the PowerPoint logo. Maybe it'll bring it up on there.
I don't want to do it like I need to be able to see my screen off of this.
Just go to do that. There you go. Click that, and it should show up on there. No, wait a minute. Go to. Is there like a thing for the HDMI, like the video? What's that called? There's like a setting.
All right, here's pause it then.
All right, we'll just pause it. Oh yes, we figured it out. All right.
No, we didn't.
It's not playing. You have to hit spacebar.
Hold on. All right.
Wait, what'd you do?
I didn't do anything. You freaking
stupid Windows. Plug it out and then plug it back in again. See what that is. Well, we had thought we had figured it out. There it is. All right. I wonder if it just can't play PowerPoint on a screen like that. Is it blank?
There it goes. All right, how do I full screen this? Whatever.
Well, it's full screen on the TV.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah, we got a bunch more of those fucking same planes rolling in. Planes, gains, and aerial brains. It says on the screen. I finally got my plane episode. Planes, gains, and aerial brains.
All right. So this next one is mostly going to be... I didn't mean to do it this way, but they're in order. So this is going to be World War II planes.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. The P-61 Black Widow.
You ever heard of this plane?
Yes, I have. I actually have a model, a tiny little model of it.
You know anything about it?
I'm not a whole shit ton, but continue on. I'm sure we'll find out about it.
What do you think of it?
I mean, yeah, it's dope. I mean, it looks sweet. It's kind of like a beefed up version of because the P-30, the Lightning, whatever the fuck that was called, the P-38. That thing was like meant to be a fighter. Mm-hmm. I don't think this was necessarily meant to be.
It was meant to be a fighter.
Like a fighter?
But something different than a fighter.
4 forward firing 20 millimeter M2 autocannons. Those are 50 cal. I don't know, 20 millimeter. Goddamn.
4 of them.
4 of them.
You can't see them, but they're around the nose.
What was this meant to like take out fucking bombers and shit? With 4 50 cal M2 machine guns in the dorsal turrets,
which you can see right up here.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see my cruiser. You can see the 4 barrels.
They're up on the top. Yeah, you can see them. First plane designed to have radar.
Yeah, so it was the first plane that was designed to have radar built in from the get-go. Mm-hmm. Not that it was the first one that had radar. They all had them, but it's just they were modified to have it.
Yeah, they were like add-ons.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead. You can read it all.
I thought you wanted to do it.
Oh, yeah. So he scored the last confirmed air-to-air kill of World War II. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
World's first night fighter. Why was it a night fighter?
The first designed to be a night fighter. It was designed to be a night fighter from the get-go. Where unlike where the Mosquito and the Spitfire and all the ones were modified to become night fighters.
Is that why it has all those fucking windows in it?
Yeah.
So
well, not just that. See? The main thing that makes it a night fighter is its radar.
Oh, because it doesn't need to actually see. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
There was a way the Japanese were doing it, but it wasn't with radar. I need to look into that more.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Top speed of 366 miles per hour with a fighting weight of over 29,000 pounds. God damn, that's a big ass bitch.
Yeah. Because it can also carry bombs and shit like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's like the black. Like it's black, the one that I have, like the little mini model. Special black paint made it stealthy both visually and on radar. During its first public release, doing a nighttime flyby at the LA Coliseum filled with over 72,000 people at an Army-Navy show, many couldn't see it, only hearing its engines despite knowing it was coming and when. Unfortunately, it arrived too late to help much in World War II. The Mosquito was better for European theater and was too slow against Germany and most helpful in Japan.
Sorry, I didn't punctuate.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll correct it as I'm reading it. It did manage to get 127 aircraft and 18 German B-1 buzz bombs. After the war, it was part of a project led by Army, Air Force, the Navy, and the Weather Bureau, and National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics, which will become NASA, to study thunderstorms, which what we learned became the cornerstone of what we know today about thunderstorms. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it actually did a really big part of what, because it allowed us to be able to do the navigation systems that we do for planes.
Mm-hmm.
The way we can track thunderstorms and shit was all learned from this experiment.
Interesting. Oh, yeah. The next plane on the list, the P-38 Nut Lightning, the fork-tailed devil.
As one captured German pilot called it, because he bailed the second he saw this thing.
Yeah, and then what's crazy, too, is this is a single-seat fighter.
Yeah. This
wasn't like, oh, you got like 2 or 3 guys operating this thing. It is a dual-engine, single-seat, we're going to fuck your shit up fucking type of thing.
This thing was so fucking cool.
Oh, yeah. 2 nose-mounted 50 cal machine guns, 2 nose-mounted 30 cal machine guns, and 1 prototype T1 23 millimeter autocannon. So this thing is jacked to the tits with fucking guns. And it's fast as hell.
Yeah.
Though the E variant had 4 50 cal and 1 Hispano M2 autocannon.
Same as the previous one.
Yeah. Since the guns were all in the nose, pilots could shoot further since there was no convergence zone like in winged mounted guns. Yeah, that's true. Because it's literally directly in front of you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like take into account a lot of shit because you're literally just shooting straight ahead.
Yep.
That's pretty dope. God, look at that. That was fucking cool as shit. Just fucking roll up and start fucking people's shit up. The first American fighter to extensively use stainless steel. Oh, I didn't know that. It reached top speed of 420 miles per hour. It flew from California to New York in just 7 hours, setting a record. So again, like we said, this thing can haul fucking ass.
Yeah, but it did come with a problem. That trip.
Mm-hmm. It did crash thanks to a forced slow landing. The carburetor froze,
causing the carburetor to freeze.
Damn, that sucks. This led to a better version, the YP-38. And frame redesigned and
prop engines. I don't know what happened there.
Prop engines
were reversed to stabilize. So instead of spinning inward, they were spinning outwards, and this caused the plane to stabilize itself in flight.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
God, the geniuses that figured that shit out, man. Like, that is fucking so... That's like
I was saying, dude, like, with World War II, dude, like, it's evident that war is the mother of all invention.
Oh, yeah, it really is. Because, I mean... Like, realistic, who would have thought, oh, just spin them the other direction and that'll fucking help. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Congress, with their head up their ass, chose less capable P-39 and P-40 instead, and only 100 were made for the military before entering World War II of the P-38.
Yeah.
Took a bit to get their legs.
Or wings.
Yeah. Most American aces flew the P-61, which was the Mustang. Or no, that was P-51. What was the P-61?
Is this? Oh, I meant to say the P-38. Sorry.
Oh, most American aces flew the P-38. This plane shot down Japanese Admiral Yamamoto, destroying Japanese morale.
Yeah, he was the one that was causing all the naval victories for Japan, dude. It was a huge thing that they fucking got him.
Yeah.
And this was the plane that took him down.
Fucking lit him up. First of the loadouts were second only to the Mosquito in recon. They were also able to be bombers. Had 18 different configurations. God damn. Flew over 100,000 missions in all theaters. That's insane. Shot down more Japanese planes than any other fighter. God damn. And there wasn't even that many of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's
crazy.
crazy.
Congress fucked up, man.
Yeah, man.
But you're going to find out that that's a common fucking issue.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely a common issue, I'm sure.
So, thoughts on this plane?
This plane's fucking excellent. This is one of my favorite planes.
Mine too. And just that fucking design. That's why I like the first one. The other one too, the Night Raider.
Yeah.
Which I didn't add into this, but unfortunately, when it did come in, a lot of its innovations had already become obsolete.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of like the P-38 was like, oh, you know what? We got this P-51 Mustang, which has been doing pretty good.
Well, P-51 came out during...
Right, that's what I'm saying. But they're like...
That's weird, because there's the P-31 Mustang, too.
Yeah. But they're like... I'm sure they were looking like, okay, how can we make this better? Oh, I know. Let's put 2 engines on it and see what happens.
Yeah.
And it fucking wrecked ass.
I forgot to ask you, for the first plane, what did you rate that?
Rating?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's like that's like a 7 out of 10.
And the Lightning?
Oh, this thing's like fucking... This is a great... Man, this might be 10 out of 10 for me. I love this fucking plane, dude.
I do too. All right, ready?
Yeah, ready. Let's hear the next one. What do we got? Oh, yeah, the B-29 Super Fortress. This was going even before World War II started. Cost almost twice that of the Manhattan Project, making it the most expensive weapon of World War II.
The project.
Yeah. Cost $3 billion. God, it cost $49 billion in today's money.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 120,000 pound capacity, 34,000 flight.
Flight height range.
Yeah, 34,000 feet flight height. Range of 3,250 miles. Almost impossible to have a fighter escort
because they flew too high.
Yeah. 12 50 caliber machine guns. Since they ain't got no fighter escorts, they got to shoot them off themselves if they ever come across any. Carry 20,000 pounds of bombs with no issues. B-29 Super Fortress. Goddamn. Because of how high it can fly, well above Axis fighters, the cabin had to be pressurized and climate controlled. First bomber of its kind to have it. Which, yeah, that's how you see all those dudes in there with the fucking, those full suits and like the fucking masks and shit.
They don't have to do that there. They had to do that for the B-17s and all the other ones. But because this one was pressurized, it didn't need those.
Oh, right. Okay. All turrets are controlled within the cabin as composed of the old glass dome of other bombers using computer-controlled systems. Yeah, man, that was the one thing that was like in the B-17s was like you had those ball gunners on the bottom.
Dude, they were there the whole time. They couldn't get...
Yeah, you're just in there. Yeah. Like, you can't get in, get out. Like,
and then I was reading stories, too, where the landing gear will break.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. You're dead.
Yeah, you're dead. Mm-hmm. But supposedly, I saw something where they had developed some kind of a plexiglass or whatever the fuck it was made out of to where they did land on the balls and the ball was like completely intact. Like they landed the whole plane on there.
Yeah, but by the time this had come out.
So. Oh yeah, it made it obsolete. Oh, the first bomber to use radar as a standard. Led the firebombing of Japan, the most devastating bombing raid in history.
Yeah, I like to say that we like to talk about stuff. We like to make fun of things, but we said it in the Russian terrorist attack video. We don't enjoy the death of people.
Right.
But unfortunately, when it comes to this bomber, we had to talk about some big casualties.
Yeah, well, when you talk anything about warfare, I mean, that is warfare, is killing people. That's the whole point of it, is to kill more people than you lose.
But we may talk about it and joke about it, but we recognize what it is.
Yeah.
Don't think we're being heartless.
Right, yeah.
Speaking of which...
100,000 civilian casualties in Tokyo alone. Estimates say anywhere between 300 to 330,000. It was also the plane that dropped Fat Man and Little Boy. 110 to 210,000 deaths estimate from both Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Well, each one of them had that's the individual
70 to 140 for Hiroshima and then 40 to 70 for Nagasaki. Thus making the B-29 the deadliest bomber in history. Oh, here we go. The next plane. The Mosquito, the timber of terror. Would in it be good? That's a good one.
You're probably not going to want to read this next sentence.
Why? What does it say? Frank is thanking his... what would the term for that be?
Somebody I'm a fan of?
I was gonna say like is he like an idol, a mentor?
No, he's just somebody I watch.
Oh, I don't know. All right. Frank is shouting out to the fat electrician because he had never heard of this plane until he saw the video that he did about it. Completely made of wood. Fast as fuck, boy. 415 miles per hour while carrying 4,000 pounds of bombs. That is fast as fuck. Could be outfitted with fuel tanks instead of bombs, allowing it to do deep recon into Germany from England and doing this better than all Allied planes. It was when outfitted with fuel tanks, could fly to Moscow and back to England. Damn, that's crazy. All other planes were metal, needing a scarce resource and metal workers, but making them with wood and using carpenters, both were resources that were more readily available. Damn, that is true. No armor, no excess guns, just speed and bombs. It was super effective. Yes, it would. WOOD. This plane was so versatile, it could be a fighter with 4 303 Browning machine guns and 4 20mm cannons. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Bonus that no one was planning. Wood equals stealth was hard to pick up on radar due to its wood construction. But like, isn't that like a problem if like if an engine were to, let's say, have a burnout or something were to happen, wouldn't the whole plane just catch on fire and you're fucked? Like,
maybe, who knows?
Combining its stealth with a radar, making it also a great night fighter. Stealth plus speed plus recon. Why does that sound familiar?
Yeah, Josh, why does that sound familiar?
I don't know. Why does that sound familiar? They hit the Gestapo HQ.
Yep. Damn. During the not daytime, but during the nighttime raiding.
Yeah.
They hit it because of how stealthy it could be. They used a combination of adding fuel tanks instead of bombs and one big bomb.
Oh, yeah.
All 4 of them hit the building.
Damn, that's crazy.
But there was one problem.
What?
Because the mosquitoes were flying so low, they had to change the timing on the bombs to give the mosquito enough time to
get away.
So it hit the Gestapo building, it came out the Gestapo building, and then blew up.
Ah, damn, that sucks.
Yeah. Tell us, Josh, do you know what the Gestapo is?
Yeah, it's the secret police.
Yeah.
Nazi secret police. A day bomber. It was a daytime bomber.
So because it can't pick up on radar, it was the first bomber that was actually able to bomb the day without threat.
Oh, that's cool.
Because the pilots the radar never picked them up, so they couldn't scramble their fighters.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, it hit broadcasting towers during a rally.
Yep.
One of those Hitler rallies.
It was actually led by what's his name? Second in command.
Of who?
Hitler's second in command.
Shit. What's his name? Himmler? No.
Might have been. Who knows?
Anyways, who gives a fuck? Fuck that guy. Yeah, fuck politicians.
Yeah, so when de Havilland proposed the mosquito, they said no because everybody's making fun of it because it's wood. And then when they actually started making progress, because the guy that was in charge of picking planes was the same guy that chose Spitfire, the Lancaster bomber, and the engines that this thing makes.
Oh, okay.
So he knew his shit.
Yeah.
So this guy got rid of him, took credit for all his choosings,
and then fucked off.
Then got rid of this because it's so cheap and readily available and reliable that the military people couldn't make money off of it.
That makes sense as to why it wasn't successful in terms of getting more of them made. It was because it ain't about its combat effectiveness. It's about the bottom line of whoever the fuck's making it.
Fortunately for us, I guess, once metal got too scarce and shit, they realized they had to make a choice. They had to make this plane. And goddamn this fuck up Germany.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so what do you think of this plane?
This plane's pretty cool. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 just for ingenuity alone. You know? I don't really like the design. I mean,
I liked it. I thought it looked pretty cool.
It looks just like
a mini bomber.
Yeah, it looks like a smaller version of a bomber. Is it a single seat fighter or a craft? Okay,
that's all it needed was. Oh, I gotta put that on there. It's just a pilot and a bombardier.
All right, pilot to bombardier.
All right, so I guess now we'll be leaving World War II.
All right, heading into the modern age or the jet age.
No, the jet age, most likely.
Oh, yeah, the F-86 Sabre, the first fighter that we fucking developed. jet engine, I should say.
Oh, it wasn't the first.
Yeah, this was like the first, like,
it was one of the first, but it wasn't the first.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, this is one of the first massively produced. You know what it kind of looks like? It kind of looks like a cheap, well, not cheap because I'm sure it was better, but it looks like one of the first MiGs.
Its rival was the MiG-15.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's the first American combat-ready fighter to break the sound barrier. Yeah, there you go. 6 50 cal guns in the nose. God damn. First jet versus jet, which was the MiG-15, aka shit, which is true.
I couldn't call it by its NATO name.
Yeah, we'll just call it shit. That's the NATO name now. God, 687 mile per hour top speed, hauling fucking ass. One of the first U.S. planes to use the swept wing to swept backwards wing design. Yeah,
which we got from Germany.
Okay. Made the MiG-15 its bitch. Combat record 792 MiG kills. Its kill ratio was 10-1. Damn, that's pretty good. Oh, that's why you were asking me about that the other day. That makes sense. One of the most exported planes of its era. NATO loved the MiG killer, the Sabre. So good at aerobatic flight, the Thunderbirds used it in the 50s. Damn, that's pretty good. Many of our early astronauts were Sabre pilots, like John Glenn, the first American to orbit the Earth. And a lot of them were test pilots for this too, like during its testing phase, which is even crazier. How crazy do you fucking got to be? That's the only motherfuckers you get to go into space for the first time is dudes who tested aircraft,
experimental aircrafts
that had no fucking guarantee of.
You're writing the book on this.
Yeah, true. You're writing the manual, as they say.
What do you think of this one?
This one's cool. The design is not.
It's basic, but it's kind of.
I mean, listen.
That's kind of the charm of it.
The one that you're showing me is.
I did cheat a little.
Yeah, this is a fucking tricked out American flag fucking paint job. So this one's cool as fuck. 8 out of 10 easily.
Can't wait to see your reaction to this one.
Oh, here we go. Let's see it. Oh yeah, the F4 Phantom, man. I have done many a sortie in this fucking aircraft in Ace Combat, man. I tell you right now.
I thought you were gonna say War Thunder.
Oh, that too. Actually, I don't know about War Thunder. I don't think I was ever good enough at War Thunder or played it long enough to get to jets. Yeah. F4 Phantom. This plane's fucking awesome. Yeah, look at this sexy tub of missiles. That is a sexy fucking plane, man. It is so good looking. Mm-hmm. The sexy missile launcher. It's the sexy Stinger with wings.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at that shit.
Yeah, that looks so good, man. Look at that. Look at that. Mach 2.2, 1,688 miles an hour. 59,000 foot max altitude. Can carry nearly 16,000 pounds of weapons ranging from air-to-air, air-to-ground missiles, and missiles-to-ground munitions. Man, fucking twin engine. 5,000 made in the U.S., second most made supersonic military plane in history, which, you know what's funny is you do see, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's a lot, but for a decommissioned military aircraft, you do see a lot of these in private hands.
But you know what you see a lot more of?
What?
MiGs.
Really?
Yeah.
Are those easy to come by? Shit, are those easier to come by than a goddamn F4 Phantom?
Not only that, they're surplus. They're like crazy because
that's true, I guess.
Every asshole country out there had it. And they have to sell it to make money now.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, the F4 Phantom EH. Look at this motherfucker. Was handicapped by the politicians. Designed to be a long-range interceptor relying on its advanced missile system and no gun. Congress said they can't shoot down a plane unless they make visual confirmation. So get close so they can shoot you back. They can shoot back at you. Man, assholes. So it had to be installed. So there had to be a gun installed to dogfight. What the fuck?
Because of that, the way Congress was handicapping them.
That's terrible. Check Operation Bolo. What's that?
So it took this fucking genius pilot, came in. This guy, literally, he was a World War II ace. Mm-hmm. I think he was actually aced. He aced on the P-38.
Okay.
Came in, looked around, said, these guys are fucking idiots. They're not trained to be dogfighters. He goes, well, they're not supposed to be dogfighting. They're supposed to use their advanced missile systems to shoot enemies from miles away, but you're not letting them.
Yeah.
I don't see your point. Of course you don't.
Idiots.
So the first thing he did, which I think is fucking cool as fuck, he didn't tell anybody what to do. He didn't tell them what they're fucking on. He went up to the guys that he's supposed to be leading. Hey, I've been flying P-38s in World War II. Teach me how to fly them. Teach me how to fly the F4 Phantom. So he earned his team's respect by doing that.
Oh, that's cool.
He learned how to fly it, and he realized, you know what? I need another ace. So he calls off this black dude. I forgot his name already. He was actually the one that trained the Tahiti pilots from World War II.
Uh-huh.
And then he got tired of training them, joined the military so he can join them in the fights.
Huh.
Got him to join him. So he went around and told all branches of the military, hey, the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, don't send your planes up on this specific day. Oh, okay. Hey, Air Force, keep flying your what's it called? The plane with the sombrero?
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. The AWACS.
AWACS. There you go. Keep flying those.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, because the way it worked is Congress told him, hey, not only all that shit I just told you right now, but you can only enter North Vietnam through this little corridor. So what does North Vietnam do? They put all the fucking anti-air there.
Yeah.
And then Congress tells them, hey, you can't shoot those anti-air guns because there could be Russian or Chinese advisors there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
And so they said, fine, we're going to change our radar things, our pingers, so they look like the F-11 aardvarks, which were the bombers.
Yeah.
So what was happening is they would fly, and then they would intercept them with the MiG-23 bullshit thing.
Yeah.
And then the aardvark had no choice but to drop the bombs and fly away.
Mm-hmm.
And that was working for them because there was no way they were ever going to win a war of attrition against us.
Yeah.
So making us waste bombs and then never losing the plane, fucking perfect.
Yeah.
So he said, nope, we're going to look like we're those F-111s now.
Mm.
And since there's no other planes in the air except for us and the enemy, we can just shoot them whenever we get a lock on now.
That's true.
And they ended up destroying over half of North Vietnam's most advanced MiGs.
Damn, that's crazy.
In less than 4 minutes.
That's fucking crazy.
So what this thing can do when it's not being fucking handicapped.
Yeah. Not my favorite plane from Vietnam, Frank says.
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but I love this plane.
What's your favorite plane from Vietnam?
B-8 Crusader. I was going to put it on here, but I don't love it. I just love the way it looks.
Oh, okay.
So it's nothing that it can do or whatever.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It was considered the last gun plane.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, here we go.
All right, so what's your rating for the F4?
Oh, 10 out of 10 for the F4, man. I love that plane. Mm-hmm. But now we're getting into Top Gun. F-14 Tomcat. Easily one of the coolest looking planes ever. Gives X-Wing vibes with its variable sweep wings. That's true, it does. F-111 Naval Edition failed, so the F-14 was made instead.
Yeah, so the F-111 was the Air Force's project.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to make a naval version, but they just couldn't get it to work.
Yeah, because they had to launch it off an aircraft carrier, right? Yeah.
So that's where the Tomcat came in.
The F-14 is huge, so the variable wings were a game changer. That is true. Fighter-to-fight data link system called Link 4C.
So allowed them to share all their data with another F-14 that's in their squadron and shit.
Oh, nice. If it's a threat, the F-14 can kill it. 100 nautical mile engagement range, 2 AIM-54 missiles for long range, 3 AIM-7 Sparrows for mid-range, and 2 AIM-9 Sidewinders. It's cold.
You get that?
Yeah, for short. Plus a Vulcan 20-millimeter gun. Let's never repeat the mistake of the F-4.
Not having a gun.
Top speed of 1544 miles per hour, Mach 2.34. Destroyed Libya both physically and mentally. Fucked their shit up. Oh, yeah, look at that one. The F-15 Eagle. Who needs wing when you have afterburners?
What do you think of the F-14?
Oh, I love the F-14, man. That's a 9 out of 10 for sure. 10. 104 and 0. Look out below. That's the F-15 Eagle.
It's a line. That's from Habitual Line Crosser.
Uh-huh.
He always refers to it. Every time the F-15 comes online, he goes, 104 and 0. Look out below.
The Russians USSR, let's be real, Russia made a mistake making the MiG-25 seem like the greatest thing ever, because then obviously we just came out with this thing and told them to go fuck themselves immediately. Mm-hmm. A top speed of 1875 miles per hour, which I believe it's Mach 2.5 as you're saying there.
Yeah.
Service life of 1972 to whenever the enemy can catch up. Looking likely 2525. Still got another 100 years to go, fellas. 500 years. A thrust ratio of 1-to-1, meaning it's a fucking rocket.
Yeah, man.
It's literally my eye itches. Meaning it's literally a rocket. It can climb 30,000 feet in 60 seconds. Jesus Christ.
It's still a record to this day.
That's fast as fuck, boy. So good, we updated to the F-15EX instead of making a new one.
Instead of coming out with a new plane,
we just upgraded it.
Upgraded
with all the modern shit. It's the longest unrefueled flight by a fighter flying from Okinawa to Israel. God damn, that's 5,656 miles. Or if your country can't make it to the moon, 9,100 kilometers or commi-meters. Yeah, commi-meters. I like that. The F-15 Eagle on the prow. Look at that breaking the sound barrier. That's a great fucking image. Only plane to shoot down a satellite in orbit. That's pretty fucking good. Lost a wing in an air collision. Flew back to base like nothing happened. That's because it doesn't need wings, like you said.
Yep.
Scored an air-to-air kill with a bomb. I think I remember seeing that. Yeah. Wherever this plane goes, it just breathes excellence. To this day, this fighter is feared by our enemies and loved by our allies. This is a twin seat.
No, single. No, it might be twin. I don't know. I think the Navy version has the twin seat.
Oh, okay.
So what do you think of this plane?
Oh, yeah. Fucking 9 out of 10. This plane's excellent.
I would have given it a 10.
9 out of 10. Maybe even a 10 out of 10. I don't know. Anyways. Oh, 10 out of 10 immediately. I'm telling you right now. A10 Warthog. Things that make you go. Brrr.
Finish its title.
Oh, I was the brrr specialist, but that's why I was like, that Jeff Foxley or one of those redneck fucking comedian guys. These things that make you go, whatever. But it's not. It's things that make you go. Brrr. God damn, that's a fucking beauty right there.
So, warning to headphone users.
A10 go. Brrr. 30 millimeter fucking auto cannon. Does it have the rate of fire on there?
Yeah.
One of the most powerful guns to be put on an airplane. Yeah. It's basically firing depleted uranium rounds weighing 1.6 pounds. Jesus Christ. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I was going to say it's basically just like a flying fucking minigun, essentially, right? Or autocannon, I guess, technically. With some bombs. Yeah, 3,900 rounds per minute, essentially.
65
per second. That's 65 per second. That's a lot. When fired, it would deprive the engine of oxygen. So it was modded. So the starter was modded to restart the engine. Missiles, yes. Bombs, yes. Kitchen sink, maybe. Probably.
This thing can carry everything.
Everything. Titanium bathtub to protect the pilot.
Yep.
Damn, he literally sits in a titanium bathtub. Top speed is slow as fuck, boy.
Yeah, 300. I mean, it's fast by World War II. There was even planes in World War II that can outfly it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That could go faster. But you don't need to go fucking super fast when you can literally... You're literally like a flying fucking tank, I guess, right? Flight range of 800 miles. A10 Warthog. A tail of a gun with wings. Yeah, there you go.
That's an actual footage.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. When firing, the cannon recoil can take the A10 off course. Yeah, that's how fucking massive it fucking hits. It's nice to kill a tank, but kills anything in its range. Has shot down helicopters. That's pretty interesting. Engines disperse heat onto the tail wing, minimizing its already low heat signature. Damn. Hard to lock onto. Yeah. First saw action in the U.S. invasion of Grenada in 1983, but never fired a shot. First real action was the Gulf War, over 8,000 sorties, 900 Iraqi tanks, 1,200 artillery batteries, over 2,000 vehicles, and one helicopter with the GAU.
Which is its main gun.
The main cannon, the GAW cannon. 90% of Maverick missiles fired by the coalition or by the Warthog and with high accuracy. Damn. The U.S. was planning on modding the F-16 to replace the A-10, but this made them change their minds. They were like, nah, we can keep this around.
Yeah.
This thing's good for killing shit that's on the ground. A straight air-to-ground fucking platform.
Mm-hmm. So we think this.
Oh, 10 out of 10 immediately. I said immediately upon saying it, 10 out of 10. There's no doubt. There's no this now because of reading all this extra shit. I mean, some of the shit I already knew, most of the shit I knew, but now it's a 15 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the B-52 line strike through Strato Fortress. I mean, buff, the big ugly fat fuck. God, that is a massive fucking plane, dude. If you just look at that shit,
most commercial liners are bigger than it.
Really?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Because that thing just looks so fucking huge. It's got 8 fucking engines on it.
Yeah.
I don't know of any fucking commercial aircraft that has 8 fucking engines on it.
Most of them only, I think the most I've seen is 3.
Is 4, right?
I haven't seen one with 4.
Like, yeah, the 747 has 2 on each wing, right? That's 4.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah. That's like the most. Fuck, that's just service life was 1955. Yeah, most likely to be in our first intergalactic war. They're gonna put the hyperdrive on this son of a bitch whenever that comes out. And we're gonna send it to go destroy fucking Neptune or whatever. The buff lives forever. Love Shack.
I just thought that because the B-52s.
Oh yeah. That's
the
true.
whole time I was working on this, I was just singing to myself, Love Shack, baby, Love Shack.
Originally a propeller, but military told Boeing they wanted jets, so the design team came up with a design while in Ohio. One of the only good things that come out of Ohio. That is true. Not much has come out of Ohio that's been positive, but this is one of those things. Operation Chrome Dome was our nuclear war deterrent. B-52s flew around the U.S. and Canada armed with nukes to keep the USSR honest. Just saying, hey, bitch, we can get you. We can get you at any time. At Bikini Atoll, the B-52 dropped the world's first thermal nuclear bomb, the Mark 15. The B-52 freedom rings right before the boom. God damn. Operation Power Flight, three B-52s circumnavigated the globe 24,000 miles in 45 hours. It's pretty good. 12,000 miles flight without landing or refueling. Operation Senior Surprise. The Buff started Desert Storm by launching from Barksdale Air Force Base in Louisiana using one of the first GPS-guided cruise missiles to attack Iraq. That's pretty good. Also setting the record at the time for the longest bombing run, lasting 35 hours and 24 minutes. God damn. From the U.S. to Iraq and back without losing a single Buff, even though one lost an engine, but it had 7 more, so it didn't fucking matter. Releasing 35 1,000-pound cruise missiles, destroying Iraq's power grid, communications, a good chunk of their forces.
Yeah. There's way more that can go on with this, but
yeah.
What do you think of this plane?
Oh, 10 out of 10 for the Buff, man. Fucking the Buff's classic. And it's also classy. It's a classy fucking aircraft.
I forgot to put it there after the bombing, after they dropped the nuke.
Yeah.
I said, keeping on where taking over where the B-29 left behind.
Yeah.
But the behind ended.
Yeah, true. Oh, shit. The B-2 Spirit, the spicy Dorito. Sometimes it's Cool Ranch. Sometimes it's nacho cheese. Today, it's that fucking purple one. What's that one called? The spicy chili verde? Sweet chili?
Sweet chili, yeah.
It's the sweet chili. So stealthy and so invisible to radar. Such a cool shape. It is my second favorite plane. No vertical stabilizers, which give it even more stealth. Thanks to aerial refueling, the B-2 can do missions all over the world. 40,000-pound payload, including conventional and nuclear. JDAMs, Joint Direct Attack Munitions, are so active that they hit a traffic cone from high altitude. I wonder how much an actual nuclear weapon weighs. Like, how many can they fit?
That's actually 100%. Like, there's not even estimates. It's 100% classified.
It's curious to know. Only needs a crew of 2. $2 billion fucking dollars a piece.
Yeah. All right, man?
Yeah, I'd say my eye just keeps itching. 21 were made. 1 was lost in an accident. The other 20 remain in use. God, that's how expensive they are. They fucking can only afford 20 of them. In service from 1990, and it will remain till the B-21 is fully deployed. That's the drone version, right? The B-21?
The B-21 Raider can either be drone or piloted.
Oh, interesting.
So this plane?
What?
So we did this plane.
Oh, fuck. This 10 out of 10, man. This one's so cool.
I think you're going to give this next one an automatic rating.
Probably. I have seen this plane fly overhead.
Same.
Like, a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've gotten lucky, even though, because like I said, well,
because it launched from the March Air Force.
Yeah, because we have it here.
It happened to be overgrown.
Yeah, which was cool as shit to see that thing. Oh, I mean, it was cool as shit.
I saw it above the cloud when it was a cloudy day. There was no sky.
Yeah.
So all I saw was the shadow of the B-20 of the B-2 flying over.
It's crazy.
So 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10 for this one. Oh, yeah. The SR-71 Blackbird, outrunning missiles since 1966. Fucking 20 out of 10.
I know it's your favorite plane.
Oh, yeah. I love this fucking plane. Another one for the It Just Looks So Fucking Cool Club. Yep, that is true. It does. Fastest air-breathing manned aircraft. Flight ceiling of 85,000 feet. So space.
The flight crew actually had to wear suits that were similar to astronaut suits.
Yeah. This bitch could basically go to space. Stealth on stacks, unique shape and paint made it stealth as fuck. Made out of titanium to deal with the heat. To get titanium, the U.S. set up fake companies to buy it from the USSR. So the USSR sold titanium to the U.S. so the U.S. can spy on the USSR. Hilarious. Self-healing fuel tank. Special fuel that has a high flash point. Yep, so it doesn't blow itself up.
Yeah, there were stories where the flight crew would just put out their cigarettes in this fuel.
Oh, yeah. Special engine that has both ramjet, turbojet features, allowing it to be efficient at sub and supersonic speeds. Flew from LA to DC in 64 minutes.
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
at full speed, 3,000 miles without refueling. At full speed, it takes like 3 states to make a U-turn. Oh no, a missile. I'll just go faster. Yeah, this one was this only one page?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, I mean, obviously has more special meaning, I guess, to me because my, grandfather actually worked on this plane.
I don't know how much you can talk about that.
I mean, as much as I fucking want because I didn't sign any NDAs or classified bullshit.
Oh, that's true.
And he's dead, so what are you going to do? So I mean, fucking my grandfather he worked for Lockheed Martin. He came out to California.
So I guess technically speaking, then he worked for Skunk Works.
Yeah, no, he was like best. My dad remembers. I might have to have my dad come on and just to talk about. We might have to do a whole episode just on the SR-71, just maybe to have my dad come on and talk about. Because my dad has.
I can do this. Then I can go into further details, and he can probably correct in that.
Yeah. Because he has the stories. Maybe he doesn't know information like that about it, like facts, but he has the stories that my grandpa told. Because, I got some of them, but a lot of them I get obviously from him. But there's a lot of stories that the guy who was the president of Skunk Works. Fuck, I can't remember his name.
Skunk Works was just Lockheed.
Yeah, he was in charge of that division. He would literally come to my grandpa's house and they'd have dinner all the time. They were friends.
The one I've gone to?
Huh?
The one I gone to?
Yeah, my dad's dad.
No, I said the house that I helped you guys clean.
Yeah, that one. Yes. I don't know if it was that one because they lived on a house down the street. I don't know if it was that specific house or if it was probably the other one that was down the street because that was back when that was in the 70s or 80s. Because I don't think they bought that house that you came to until the 90s or maybe, it was after everybody had already left. So I think it was the late or somewhere in the 80s because my dad moved out in the mid 80s with my mom. So I think it was around then was when they bought it, maybe the early 80s or mid 80s. I don't know. But anyways, he was telling me all kinds of shit about that. And then my grandpa would talk about fucking that there was this special plating that it was made out of that because when it would get up to the high speeds, it would compress or it would expand.
Well, it was, So what happened was the SR-71 was loosely built.
Yeah.
So because metal expands under heat.
Right.
So
it technically would be rattly when it was just flying normal, subsonic or whatever. And then once it got up to fucking speed, then it would all fit together.
Yeah, and the metal would expand its place.
And so part of one of my grandpa's jobs was because he had a lot of different jobs. One of them was he basically worked on the electrical system for it.
Didn't one of those jobs kill him? the fuel cleaning?
Well, that was his first job when he worked at Lockheed. Yeah, because when he first came out to California from North Dakota, he got a job at Lockheed. That was his first job out here when he was like, I don't know, I think he was like fucking 14 or something like that, or 15, and he got a job cleaning the inside of fuel tanks because he was small, because he was young. He was like 14. He wasn't even a full ass grown adult.
Right.
They'd literally send him into fucking fuel tanks to clean. They drain the fuel tanks and they'd send him in there to scrub the inside with chemicals. Mm-hmm. So yeah, in the end, he got lung cancer because that killed him. But that was his first get into it. And then because he only had like an 8th grade education. So then they figured out basically like, oh, this dude's like smart. So we're going to send him to, fucking, because he was good with electrical shit. So they sent him to like whatever training that they fucking had. And then he eventually worked his way up to getting into designing electrical systems for aircraft. And then he worked on this one at what he believed was Area 51 or Groom Lake or whatever the fuck you want to call it, the Nevada thing, because he said that they'd go to Burbank and they'd get into like a DC fucking 10 or some shit like that. And they would have all the windows blacked out and they would literally fly. They'd go up and they'd fly in like a circle for like 45 minutes. And then they'd fly somewhere straight and then they'd fucking fly in another circle for like 45 minutes and then they'd land. So they'd have no idea where, like you couldn't recreate where you went. Mm-hmm. And then they'd land, they'd get out. You'd have like a handler that would be, it was like an armed military handler that would be like, all right, you got to come here. And it was very like, you're only allowed to go in the area you're allowed to go into, right? That compartmentalization stuff. So very interesting shit. And then, yeah, one of his jobs when he was doing that was they'd go out there and he'd work on shit. And then when he would be out here, he'd fly into like, they'd go to Burbank and they would, when one of these things would come back, they'd have to go meet them. And they were in charge of like getting the film, like him and this other dude, because they had the clearance. It wasn't because they were experts at making film or handling film, because neither of them fucking had any idea how to do it. But they were one of the few guys that were out in this area that had the clearance to be able to handle the classified footage that weren't actually in the military, that worked for Lockheed or whatever. Right. So they would basically send them to whichever airport the SR-71 was going to land at. They'd fucking go in, the pilot would get out and be like, yeah, my grandpa told me stories of them like, oh yeah, they'd be refueling it and some fuel spilling, be like, oh yeah, watch this, he'd take a cigarette and fucking stick it in the thing and nothing would happen. And fucking he said that the film would be just like, when they'd open the case for the film, it would just be smoking because it was so fucking hot. And just like, it was like some special film. And he said they had to go take it to some special film room that they had. And they'd have to like develop it. And then once they developed it, they had to go take it to some fucking place. And then they just dropped it off with the dude that they didn't. It was like, oh, we don't know who the fuck this guy is. Like, but some guy we got to drop off this shit to. Mm. And very interesting stories he had about this fucking aircraft. And like I said, I fucking love it. And I think they still have one at the March Air Force
I went
Museum.
There. That's why I showed you, I took pictures with
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. You can go see one. It's obviously not like they've chipped off all the paint and repainted it, but
yeah, it feels like rubber.
Yeah,
you can tell it's not titanium.
Yeah, and it's probably to like help preserve it also, because fucking the thing's just gonna sit there. But dope as shit to see.
Yeah,
and then that was one of the things that he always said about the missiles. Like, a guy told him a story about how one time he was flying over looking somewhere in Russia, like in the fucking wilderness, trying to get some fucking camp that they had found or wanted to take pictures of. And he said that they shot a surface-to-air missile at him, and he was like, oh, no, surface-to-air missile. And then he just pushed forward on the accelerator and fucking just outran it. So that's pretty cool to see. Or that video, there's like a video of the MiGs or some fucking SU fucking... I don't remember which fucking MiG it is. Mm-hmm. No, it's not the MiG. It's this SU whatever, one of those fucking stupid Russian planes. Right. And they're like going up to intercept it. And the dude just fucking slams on the gas and just fucking takes off. And they're like, well, can't do shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways. So yeah, this one's fucking 20. This is 20 out of 10 right here. And now what's next? Oh yeah, baby. This is another 20 out of 10 for me right here. The F-22 Raptor, man. Yeah, introducing the scariest fucking thing to fly since the Cretaceous period.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's all right. I know what it says. I can read. The motherfucking F-22. That's what the F stands for. Fucking. Oh, that's such a cool plane, man.
I know, man.
Like, honestly, it was also a really good, I don't want to call it a PR move, but like, I don't know what it's called, but to ingrain it in society, to have Starscream in the first Transformers movie, that was really like the first major fucking film to have the F-22 in it.
Most people probably thought it was fake.
Yeah, and it turns out like, oh no, that's a real fucking thing. Like this is the pinnacle of our technology currently. Well, fuck, the pinnacle of mid-90s technology, really.
Well, it came out in 2003, I believe.
Yeah, but they started developing this like in the early 90s,
yeah.
And the first test flight I think was in 1997. Yeah, I think that was in like 1997 was the first test flight. So obviously it's been upgraded as it goes, but still, this is technology that was still from 30 years ago. Insane.
Yeah.
F-22 Raptor. When raptors fly, enemies cry. This is what it sounds like when enemies cry. The bookmark of stealth radar cross-section of a bumblebee. Look up sexy in the dictionary and you can find the F-22 along next to Henry Cavill. It could go supersonic without using afterburners. Yeah, you should just go home now.
So You Should Go Home is a very famous story with the F-22, where it intercepted two F-4 Phantoms who were trying to intercept a Predator drone.
Oh, yeah.
The pilots went under the F-4s never knew they were there. And the F-22 pilots flew under them, looked up to see what they had, saw what they had, okay, and then pulled up on the side of them, fucking freaking out the F-4 Phantom pilots.
Yeah.
And then looking him dead in the eye, he radios him, "You should go home now."
He was just missing the boy afterwards.
Boy.
Balloons. Why is it always balloons?
Because of it's only 2 confirmed kills over the.
Are those fucking balloons?
Yeah.
That's because unmanned balloons are the only thing ballsy enough to go up against the F-22. Yeah. Fuck the F-35. True story. This is peak male performance right here.
Look, the F-35 is great and all, but they sold it as the cheaper version of the F-22. It almost costs as much as the F-22.
Well, I would say it's the more easily mass-produced version.
Because we have Japan helping us with it.
Right. But that's what it is. It's the mass-produced version of the F-30 or the F-22, which is why it's inferior, in my opinion, at least.
Well, it's not even designed to do the same shit.
Right.
The F-22 is designed to get into firefights. It's designed to fight other planes in dogfights.
Yeah.
Where the F-35, it's like the F-4, where it's designed to shoot them from afar.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's a different beast, but it's the reason why there's no more F-22s being made.
Yeah. No one wants to mess with it. True story.
Every time there's a confirmation of the F-22 in the area, you'll see that all enemies will ground their planes.
Yeah. And think about this, too. Like, we sell the F-35 to whoever the fuck wants to buy it,
We don't sell the F-22. It's illegal.
We can't sell it to anyone. Mm-hmm. We don't sell it to anyone. We're the only motherfuckers that get this thing. Which should already tell you something right there, you know?
God, it just looks so beautiful.
It does, man. It's fucking majestic. Mm-hmm. Like, this, like, when you think of America, you think of an eagle flying next to an F-22. Like, that's what you fucking think.
So rating?
Oh, fucking 20 out of 10. This is fucking top. This is the tits.
Yeah, this is my favorite plane.
Oh, yeah. This is the best fucking plane we've ever made. Without a doubt. Top of the list. Excellent.
How much time we got?
Well, I mean, we've been going for 58 minutes. So, I mean, shit. I mean, whatever. How much? What else you got? You want to talk about other shit?
No. Do you have anything you want to talk
about? Not necessarily, because this is the plane episode, so we'll just leave it at that. But what do you have any like are you thinking about maybe doing as like other parts to this, like maybe doing non-American planes?
Yeah, well, the Mosquito was a British plane.
Yeah, but that's like that was the one. But like most of this shit was American stuff.
I was gonna do the MiG-15 because I also like the MiG-15 because it looks like the Sabre looks like it too.
Yeah, you know what would be interesting is since we basically just went on a jerk off fest about planes that we like, maybe we should do one that's on planes that we hate, like or that you hate. Like planes that are all garbage, like that you fucking hate, which would basically be all MiGs. Like
my next one I wanted to do was mostly like foreign planes that I like.
Oh, okay, cool. That's okay, cool. We do the foreign planes that you like, and then we can do like
That's how much I love the Mosquito that I put it with the other American planes.
Yeah. Do planes that we like, foreign planes that we like, and then maybe we'll do one that's foreign planes that we hate. Mm-hmm. Well, and then maybe are there any American planes that you hate?
There's the F-35 and the F4 are my least favorite planes, I think.
Well, the F4 was in the presentation, so that doesn't count. But
it's both I like and hate it.
Yeah, all right.
But the reasons I hate it are because of the politicians' interference.
Right, true.
So, the other thing I forgot to say too, with the Mosquito.
Yeah.
It was kicking the Germans' ass so fucking much. Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
That they decided to make their own version.
Okay.
Their own wooden bomber. Take a while to guess what they called it.
Who, the British?
No, the Germans.
The Germans? What was it? Just the Mosquito in German?
The Mosquito, but with a K.
Idiots.
And you want to guess what happened?
What?
They were told no by their politicians because they preferred metal planes.
So for the same reason we fucking...
The Mosquito was delayed. Their Mosquito was delayed as well.
That's hilarious. Oh, God damn, I don't know why I'm sneezing so much.
Because of the cat?
But it's pissing me off. No, it's not the cat, because I'm around the cat all the time and I don't sneeze.
Yeah, it's built up, and then...
Oh, no, that's not true. I don't know. I got something in my nose.
Yeah, cat dandruff.
Shut up. Anyways, awesome. Oh, yeah. That was the thing. I was going to call this fucking episode just because I didn't know. I just had a placeholder title. I like planes. maybe that's what the series will be called. I like planes. And then what's the name of this? What was the name of the episode?
Fuck, I gotta go look at it.
It was I like planes, part 1.
No.
What?
I have a name.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna.
Planes, gains, and aerial brains.
Planes, gains, and aerial brains. And then military aircraft, the history, and Frank and Josh discuss the history and wonder of military aircraft through the ages. Mm-hmm. Part 1 of the I Like Planes series. Anyways, awesome. All right. Well, sounds good for me.
Yeah, because I want to add more planes because I still wasn't able to get up to the 16 and the 18.
Oh, yeah. True. True story. All right.
So, what did you rate the Black Widow again?
The Black Widow? I don't know. I think I gave it like solid 8. Part 1.
And then the the P-38 Lightning was a 10, right?
Yeah.
There was one we missed. Oh, yeah, what'd you rate the B-29 Super Fortress?
I gotta give that like a 7. Or something to that effect.
And you gave it a 7 to the Mosquito.
Indeed.
Give it an 8 to the Saber, I think. What'd you give the F-15?
The F-15, I think I gave it 9.
Give a 15 to the A-10. What'd you give the Buff again?
Like an 8.
Yeah, you did rate everything then.
Yeah. Cool. Anyways, awesome. All right, well, you got anything else to add?
No, I'm good.
All right, well, stay tuned for what's going to be part 2 of the I Like Planes series on the Central Intelligence Podcast. And if you want to hear all other shit, go to GameRageMagazine.com. And you can hear all our multitudes of other podcasts. You can follow us on social media at Game Rage Magazine on Instagram and TikTok, at Game Rage Mag on Twitter /X. And shit. What else? I think that's it. You got any final words?
I like planes.
That was the latest episode of the Central Unintelligence Podcast. Don't forget, subscribe and like on Instagram and TikTok at Game Rage Magazine. We're also on Twitter/X at Game Rage Mag. Also, our website, www.GameRageMagazine.com.